Two female college roommates were staying in their dorm room during the university's Christmas vacation. All of the other girls on campus had gone home, so they were completely alone. The roommates were trying to do some study, but they ended up just spending hours browsing the internet on their laptop. Late that night, one of the girls felt hungry, so she told her roommate she was going downstairs to get some food. She assured her friend she would be back in a few minutes. Then she took the keys to open the kitchen door and walked off down the hallway. The other girl sat in her room, using her laptop and waiting for her roommate to return. After a while, she began to feel sleepy, so she undressed and got into bed. As she was about to fall asleep, she heard a gurgling moan coming from down the hallway. She froze, lying in bed, her heart pounding. The sound stopped, but it was replaced by a dragging noise. The girl was terrified. She couldn't lock the door because her roommate had taken the keys with her. All she could do was lie there, shivering, as the sound drew nearer and nearer. She listened, shaking with fear, as the dragging sound came closer and closer, stopping right outside her door. Then, something began scratching at the door. Frightened beyond belief, the girl jumped out of bed and hid in the closet. The trembling girl was afraid to move a muscle. The scratching noise seemed to go on and on. Eventually she managed to fall asleep, curled up in the closet. The next morning, the girl cautiously stepped out of the closet. The scratching sounds had stopped, but she was still too frightened to open the door. Looking out her window, she saw a mailman passing by and shouted to him for help. She heard the mailman's footsteps entering through the college dorm and coming up the stairs into the hallway. Suddenly, the footsteps stopped. "Is everything okay?" cried the girl. For a few seconds, there was just silence. "Yes, everything's okay," shouted the mailman. "Just stay in your room. I'll get the police." "What's wrong?" asked the girl. "Nothing," came the mailman's reply. "Just stay where you are. Don't come out." But the girl was already turning the handle and opening the door. As the door swung open, the girl saw the mailman standing there, his face pale and his eyes wide with fear. Then she looked down and screamed in horror at what she saw. Her roommate's dead body was sprawled on the floor, lying in a pool of blood. There was a hatchet buried in her head, and her fingernails were worn down to bloody stumps from scratching on the door for help. If you like this video and want to see more of this content, please like it, subscribe to the channel and click on the bell. And if you didn't like it, then write in the comments what exactly you didn't like. Thank you for the views, see you soon.